Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. I also want to give double honor to the apostles of GMS. And I want to say salutations and shalom to the elect. And today, I want to go into a topic called, I'm going to entitle it the 9-year-old or rape. Because one of the topics that people try to demonize with, and the person I have in mind right now is Polite. But one of the topics that people try to demonize us with is the whole the underage thing, right? Because basically it's going to come to a point where one of the elements they're going to extract from our doctrine is, well, they say they can have sex with 9-year-olds, all right? But to put things into perspective, all right, our culture, which our heritage and culture or our tradition in Israel was to get a woman at her flowers, on 1 Corinthians the 7th chapter, around the 36th verse, all right? And that was to prevent whoredom, all right? I think it's ironic that Polite gets in front of the camera. He has the camera aimed at the elders when he went out there, and he says things like, they say you could rape a 9-year-old, so you can have sex with a 9-year-old. And he says it to demonize us in front of the masses. But the irony is, they're saying that in a city that has all these ghettos and is filled with 12, 13, 14-year-old women dressed up like harlots, it's being popped by men twice their age. You go to any ghetto in America, that's what you see walking up and down the street. You see underage girls, according to Esau standards, dressed like women that's twice their age, and attracting men that's twice their age. So to pull that whole underage thing out, ironically, that was to prevent whoredom, man. All right. And so, like, if you can't really see me, but you know the shading and all that. But that's the point, man. All right. That whole we married women at a young age to prevent whoredom, man. Because the shame wasn't her age. The shame was the fact that this woman got pregnant in her father's house, man. All right. You can't just go over there in the Middle East in certain parts and call a woman a bitch, man. Because that word is taken serious. Because they mirror a lot of their traditions from my traditions, and you will get scrutinized, and they would prove that they daughter is not a bitch, she's a virgin, and you over there, like in Iran, you would get 70 lashes, all right? But in the scripture, I believe it's 40, all right? But the point is, the shame wasn't the age. The shame wasn't the age. It was her giving birth in her father's house. It was your daughter becoming a whore. Now it says in is it Deuteronomy the 12th chapter? No, the 15th chapter. That shall have no whore or the daughters of Israel. So the sin was the fact that your daughter was promiscuous, man. So put shame on that. Panic camera on these bitches in America that's hoes, man. That's the shame, man. Now, am I saying or trying to give license or saying we got the green light to go get a 9-year-old or a 12-year-old? Hell no. That's called good sense, man. But it's something called tradition, man. Alright? And in the ancient world, we married women at an early age, man. And that was to prevent whoredom, man. And yes, that happened all the time in the ancient world. And yes, when a woman reaches puberty, when a girl reaches puberty, she is now a woman, man. I'm going to give you a quick story, man. About 15 years ago, I was like in the 4th grade, man. I'm like 9 years old, man. And we on our way to the lunchroom. All right, and we in a single file line. And all of a sudden we stop, and I noticed that ahead of me in line, people were sort of surrounding this girl. Keep in mind, we're in the 4th grade, man. So everybody in class is like 9, 10 years old. So they kind of surrounding this girl, and she has this shocked, embarrassed look on her face. And basically, long story short, she has her first period in class. So she reached the flower of her age, in the freaking 4th grade, and she had the physique of a woman, because when a young girl reaches puberty, her estrogen production skyrockets, and that causes fat to increase in her breast area, her thigh area, her buttocks, and that makes her curvaceous or curvy. In turn, makes her attracted to a man, namely an Israelite man, who is instinctively attracted to her because her curves are indicative of her fertility. All right. So now she's in nature. All right. She's basically saying, I'm age ready to have a baby, and with that comes that hormone increase. All right. So now she's so-called horny, man. All right, she's so-called horny. So in the ancient world, we had a custom to maintain order, and that custom was to marry this young woman off to prevent whoredom, which that was the sin. That was the sin, man. Not the age, but the whoredom, man. That was to prevent what you see every day in the urban areas of America where the 12 tribes reside because of the curses, man. And that's the pack of young women, the pack of nigga women, man. 13, 14, dressing like some off a circus, really, and they're half naked and looking all in your cars looking for dick, man. Alright? That happened in the ancient world to prevent this from happening, man. Polite and all you other scoffers, man. Alright, so that's the point, man. Most, and I'm putting this out on GMS Virtues of Roots, or GMS, Spirit Wind Judah, because the Most High is in sync with nature. The laws are in sync with nature, man. You think the Most High didn't know what He was doing? So that's like saying you don't agree with the Most High. He therefore that despiseth not man but the Most High. You think it's by coincidence that they start off there early? Huh? But I'm not gonna prolong it. I never do on these lessons. But that I'm gonna say shalom.